I'm Tim Enriquez with the National Personal Training Institute. In today's video, I want to talk about a topic that's important to me, and this is nutrition within a personal trainer's scope of practice? People sometimes say, oh, you're a personal trainer, you're not a nutritionist, you shouldn't be giving out any sort of nutritional advice, or don't you have to go to extra school for that? On the flip side, the number one goal that most personal training clients have is to lose weight. So if somebody hires me to help them lose weight, and then I follow it up with, oh, but I can't help you out with nutrition, that seems to be kind of put that trainer in a bind. So let's discuss this from a logical point of view. So is nutrition within a personal trainer's scope? Well, we need to refer back to what a personal trainer's scope actually is. That's going to tell us the things that we can do and the things that we can't do. As we mentioned in our last video, personal trainer's scope of practice is to enhance the components of fitness for the general healthy population. So our training is to improve those different components of fitness. Body composition is one of the very 5 classic components of fitness, and body composition is defined as dividing the body between fat mass and fat-free or lean mass. And obviously people come to you, as I said, the number one goal is they want to lose weight, they want to lose body fat, maybe they want to build a little bit of muscle. Nutrition, of course, is going to be paramount in helping that client accomplish that. So improving body composition is in our scope, then nutrition has got to be part of a personal trainer's scope of practice. It's the best way to work on body composition. The real fear is simply that trainers are not well educated enough in nutrition. So a lot of people say, oh, we understand that clients will want to work on this, but you just don't know enough about nutrition, so we're just going to say, hey, you shouldn't be giving out any nutritional advice at all. Okay? That doesn't solve the actual problem. I can appreciate the fear that personal trainers are not educated enough in nutrition, and there's some validity to that with some programs. But to me, that's a call to raise the bar in personal training education, not to try to change the scope of what a trainer does. Just like if a doctor somehow makes a poor diagnosis, we don't then run around and say, oh, all doctors can't make a diagnosis because there's a couple of doctors that don't know what they're doing. Instead, you say to be a doctor, you have to meet higher and higher standards to be able to make these qualified diagnoses. And it's never going to be perfect, but we keep trying to get better. So instead of simply saying, oh, personal trainer, why don't you do a weekend certification, take a one-day class, read maybe 10 pages in a textbook on nutrition, and now you're doling out nutritional advice, I certainly agree that's inadequate. But if we require something along the lines of 100 hours of in-person education, where the person's actually learning about nutrition, learning about the macronutrients, the micronutrients, metabolism, how the body responds to exercise, now that person can make qualified information and give out proper advice. And nutrition isn't that hard. In general, we need to eat less, we need to move more, we need to make a little bit better food choices. Again, keep in mind the scope of practice is for the general healthy population. I'm not saying that trainers should be giving out nutritional advice to someone with type 1 diabetes or a cancer patient or an HIV patient or something like that. That's obviously for the realm of the registered dietitians. So just like in a physical fitness sense, we would refer out if someone's outside the scope, you do the exact same. But to have somebody come in who's just trying to lose 20 pounds of fat or put on 20 pounds of muscle and then feel the need to refer them out to a registered dietitian, I'm not saying that this would be bad, but that's just why do we need 2 professionals when one can get the job done? Okay? So that's certainly my opinion, and that's the way it should be. Ultimately, though, you do obviously want to understand what the laws are, and they vary significantly state by state, at least in the United States of America. Generally, about 1/3 of the states have reasonably strict laws and do prohibit personal trainers from giving out very specific nutritional advice in terms of, here's a specific meal plan, I want you to eat this for breakfast, eat this for dinner. So I live in Virginia, for example. Maryland, a state obviously very close to us, does have laws in effect like that, where I wouldn't give out a specific meal plan. You might give out more sample, general advice. Someone could, eat 2,000 calories to lose weight, things like that, but not a sample meal plan. In my actual state of Virginia, the laws are totally different. I really just have one rule. I can't call myself a nutritionist without that education. But you can give out sample meal plans, you can charge, you can give advice for people, and about 2/3 of the states are that way. In my opinion, that's the way most of the states should be once we raise that bar for everybody with nutritional education as part of a personal training curriculum. So again, let's address the real problem. Let's not try to change what trainers do. Let's just better educate trainers so they can do the job they're trained for in a more effective way. That's what clients are expecting of trainers. That's what trainers should expect of themselves. So is nutrition within the scope? In my opinion, I'd certainly say yes, and I believe the scope validates that out. But that doesn't mean there's not work to be done. We can still make progress and raise that bar and better educate people. If you need any more information, feel free to check out NPTI's Fundamentals of Fitness and Personal Training, which tells you everything you need to know about the body and how it responds to exercise. You can get that on Amazon, hard copy, or ebook. Thanks a lot. Good luck with your training.